How you doing, everybody? And welcome back to Dicey Decisions, where we roll dice, spin stories, and play some... This Dicey Spotlight, it's going to be another repeat. It's going to be KP11 Studios, who is a fantastic creator. You can go ahead and follow him at KP11 Studios on Twitter. Go ahead and check him out. He has a Patreon for long-term support. That'll be patreon.tv/KP11 Studios. You can send him one-time love if you want to just throw a little singular love his way. He has a Ko-fi or Ko-fi. I still don't know how to pronounce that. And a PayPal. He also has Twitch content, which you can check out at twitch.tv/KP11 Studios and Instagram/KP11 Studios. You can go ahead and check him out. He also has a YouTube, which is great. I'm going to be putting links for all of this stuff down in the description below. Go ahead and check him out. He just is a great creator and needs a little more love. Just send him some love. All the love. Meh, love bomb. So yeah. Without any further ado, please enjoy this definitely not stressful episode of Dicey Decisions.
Infinity just... Alright. Shit my pants a little bit. Alright.
Did we get a star for the catching the guy?
Yes,
Hell
you did.
yeah.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Good job, Finn.
Now it's time for other people to roll
Uncle
checks.
Finn. Yeah.
Yes.
Should I roll for like how well I'm doing my coffee preparing?
Sure. Roll
Roll that.
Let me see. That's going to be a sleight of hand check.
Oh, modded 20.
Alright.
Oh,
Nice.
snap. Nicely done. Oh, you got a 19. So close.
Right. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah, still happy.
All
Everyone
these drinks
is
are noise.
noise. Everyone is having a fucking great time. Helga is doing phenomenally with making these. You came up with a few simple brews and stuff, but like eventually, like you kind of got away with yourself and came up with some more complex drinks. And Helga is just like referring to little pictures that she has like a little cheat sheet on the wall and is just going to town at it and doing a bang up job. And
I know exactly what kind of pictures you're talking about too. I love when the coffee shops have those pictures.
they're very helpful, right?
I'm like, oh right, that's the one I like.
Yes. Gergan yeah, so like Helga's doing a great job. You get several compliments. Several people say, that intimidating woman making the drinks, she is doing a fantastic job. Could I do you accept tips?
Absolutely.
All right, and over the course of the rest of kind of like early afternoon, you get about like 10 gold in tips, just like because of Helga's great job.
He splits the tips.
Helga liked money.
Are Oran and Gerg getting tips for their performances?
They've got Oren's got like one of his boots down, and like some people are like tossing a little bit in, but like they seem
Wow.
you hear them. It's just a boot. They seem to be specifically saying, hey, we're not taking tips, we are here to perform for the Mudcat Cafe. Please do understand that anything you throw in this boot will be split up amongst the hard workers you see over there.
Tip your waitress. Waiter.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Finnan takes that 10 gold over the course of the day, splits it 5 and 5, passes them to Helga and Soot.
Nice.
Oh.
You two have extra 5 gold. You guys are running through my random events.
Do we get a performance check for Oran and Gerg?
Oh yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I rolled an 18 and a 19 because they get advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's another star for you guys.
That's 3.
Dang.
No, that's 4.
Well, we had the first star. Did we start at 0 stars or 1 stars?
You started at 0 because reasons.
That's 4. Because we had the potential Karen, the Talon, the Helga.
You're
and
right.
Oran
4
and Gerg.
stars.
You guys are killing it. It is about mid-afternoon. And specifically, Soot and Finnan, high passive perceptions. You two, actually, what is Finnan's passive perception?
Finnan's passive perception is 15.
Okay, yeah, you would notice this. Kind of over in the. Oh, actually, I have to show the audience this. So Soot has not gotten you guys a star yet, unfortunately. However, I would say, Finnan, you're kind of busy hanging with, working with the customers. Helga, you are desperately trying to prevent Crumpet from sticking his head into people's drinks. Soot, you notice over in the corner, and you've kind of noticed them over the course of the day. Finnan, you've noticed them too, but haven't really paid them much mind because you're a bar owner. You've seen this kind of group all the time. But Soot, you're kind of like, sinful, because it's a group of about 3. They look like dock workers. One is a Dragalian, like coppery scales with a slight hint of maybe like some white, especially around the eyes, and like kind of a single crest towards the top of his head, and 2 half elves. And they've all been playing what looks like dice games over on a table nearby, and they've ordered several drinks over the course of the day. Usually just like, hey, we'll have another. And they've been passing money back and forth as they play. Yeah, so they're there.
Okay.
Guy.
3
Guy.
Gambler, and Gambler, but okay.
Guy. Yeah.
Guy, and Guy. No, it's Guy, Gambler, and Gerald.
Gerald.
So, and Good Dragon.
Good try.
Good dragon.
Good dragon.
Gerald, you
Jimmy
mixed
is
yourself
silent.
God damn it.
Gerald's mixing himself up with the shady crowd. Thought he would be better.
You see them kind of have been playing for a while, and it's been getting like more and more heated. Like people have kind of been moving away from them, kind of vacating the table next to them more and more often because they're getting loud and angry. And so you notice this because they seem to be playing a very high stakes game at this point, and it seems like this next one is for all the beans.
All the beans. I look to the back of
As long as they pay
coffee
for the
beans,
bean.
like, oh, this is so important. Okay.
Thinking about beans.
I think I know exactly what I need to do. I'm going to go over to the table, ask, what can I do for you today? Like to indicate, do you need more like drinks?
Okay. One of them has seems to have kind of like lost interest and is kind of just stewing, and he seems to be the one who notices you.
Is this Gerald? Is this Gambler? Or is this Dragon?
It is Gambler. He is kind of lost, and Guy and Dragon are are the ones playing, and he kind of like turns around and says like, no, we're fine, I guess. Well, they are. And
Oh my God.
Dragon throws the dice. So you recognize this game. This is a game that Katrina was teaching you.
Oh,
And you realize like,
oh, they're playing like
Yes.
they're actually playing. Fuck, I forgot what this game was called. Toss and Turnips.
I believe it was called Blacksmith.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember if
Sure.
that was a card game or a dice game, but
I think it was a dice game. Because we were rolling literal dice when we were talking about it.
no, it was a card game, but we'll say they're playing a game you don't know. Actually, because there is a dice game that actually is played around here.
What Soot's going to do is that he's going to take one of the drinks that he had on a tray to offer them. But he's going to say what Finnan had said earlier that day to, was it Vraz? No. Shit. I'm
Kay?
so bad. K. He's going to say, on the house, and he's going to cast calm motions to the rowdy crew.
Oh.
Can you cast that on multiple people?
Yeah.
How's calm emotions? I don't remember how calm emotions works.
There you go.
Thank you. You're so kind. Calm emotions. 20-foot radius. Damn. So that's like
The whole damn
What am I
place.
looking at?
Okay, so then maybe the idea is that I'm trying to get them to
Ooh,
be
you could use ingenuity.
calmer about the game. So indifferent towards
each other.
yeah.
Indifferent towards each other. Okay. No, that is exactly rules as written, so I won't make you roll for that. They have to roll for that actually. So
Yeah.
this one's gonna be good dragon. This one's gonna be good guy, and this one's gonna be good gambler.
What about Gerald?
Good dragon's name is Gerald,
Okay.
obviously.
How did I not
Obvious.
know before?
It was not
This
obvious.
is the stupidest bit, guys.
I thought the guy's name was
Yeah, I thought good guy was good Gerald.
a dragon. I don't know.
Shut up. It's whatever
Oh.
I say.
Go
Oh
fuck
my
yourself.
God.
Gerald. They're all fucking Gerald. That's all of their names. They're the three Geralds.
Oh, I hate
That's why
those
they hang
three
out.
fucking good Geralds.
That's why they hang out.
Okay. All right. I forgot who was who because you fucking pissed me off. Well,
We're casting calm
so what's the
emotions.
DC that they have to make?
15.
What's the DC?
I said
Okay,
15.
is this charisma? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
There's a lag.
All
There
right.
is.
So Good Dragon and Gerald and Gerald, calm down. However, Gerald.
God.
You dug
God
your
damn
own
it.
grave with this. We were content with a good dragon and good gambler. You decided to take it a step beyond.
Okay. So
Gerald and beyond.
the one that you first were able to get the attention of Soot and the dragon, the Dragalian, he's not actually a dragon, they visibly kind of like calm down, and the Dragalian kind of like shakes the dice a bit and like tosses them onto the table, and his eyes widen, and he like starts to smile and like puts his fist up like victoriously, and the last guy straight up leaps across the table at him
Oh, fuck.
and starts beating the ever-living shit out of him.
Fuck.
I feel like it is time for Helga to intervene.
Helga!
Yeah,
Let me
I'm just
see.
she's gonna calmly walk around, walk through the back door, and out through, through the kitchen or whatever you
Right.
call that, the storeroom door, out that way, and then over to them. And I'm gonna pick up the rowdiest, whichever boy just jumped, and to attack. I'm gonna pick him up and carry him out. Or I guess first should be like, excuse me, please stop the Ralph housing in this establishment.
You get no
Gerald.
response. It's just like animalistic snarls from this guy. He is fucking pissed. There's money all over the floor. The dice are scattered. Like, he is just out of his mind with rage.
Oh, dang.
And as you like go to pick him up by the scruff of his neck, I'll have you roll this is actually going to be a attack roll, because you're basically grappling him.
Okay. So I'm trying to find some. Well, let me just roll a d20 and then add my strength modifier, I guess.
It would be just a standard attack roll for you. So it would be
Right. So I got an 11.
plus strength, plus your
Yeah.
proficiency bonus.
15. 18.
18 total. Yeah, so you successfully grapple this guy and like pull him off, and like
I was gonna say, is he still like frothing at the mouth, or does he seem like he can be reasoned with for a second?
he is frothing at the mouth, and it is red. The Dragalian guy has there's a bite wound on his chest,
Oh, gross.
and he's just going, ah, what the fuck? I'm gonna actually roll for him. No, yeah, he's still calm. He's still under calm emotions, and he goes, ah, this is uncomfortable.
I'm
But
gonna
I
go.
am indifferent.
Soot, take care of that guy.
He's like struggling. He's like thrashing around, but you've just got him by the scruff of the neck.
No. Because Helga is also calmed by the. Helga also is calmed by the by Soot's influence. She's like, no.
You can choose to fail if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. She says, no, it is time to go now. Let's come on. And like walks him out. Just walks him out the door and like plops him down outside and just kind of stands at the door and makes sure he doesn't try and come back in.
Okay. Roll, and I'm really trying to intimidate him.
Persuasion?
We've already done persuasion.
Right, okay.
You can still do it,
I
but
think
you won't get a
intimidation
star
would
for
work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like intimidation would work here. Trying to look tough so he doesn't try it.
it. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Roll intimidation.
Give him the try me bitch look.
21.
Nice.
Not even gonna like try and look angry or enraged or like bare or anything, but just kind of like stand out there cool with my arms folded for a minute until he walked
Try
away.
me bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, until he walks away.
Yeah, you like carry him out. You carry him out, and he's like, you kind of like,
who do we lose?
you like toss him a bit.
Teeth?
No, not teeth. You toss him out, and he kind of like snarls at you. Like again, this weirdly like it's disconcerting. Like this wild look in his eyes, where like before he was just like he ordered from y'all.
Yeah.
Like perfectly eloquent half elf, and he's like he's almost a beast right now.
Helga's like, baby,
But he just,
he's
like,
a werebear.
He snarls at you, and like his eyes are just bloodshot, and he just like turns around and stalks away.
All right. When he's like out of sight, Helga will go back in, continue making coffee.
Yeah, Finnan has just been watching all of this and placating people as best he can. Just like, I didn't expect any sort of fight like that. That's,
You've also got calm influence.
On the
True.
customers, yeah.
That's gonna last for.
Yeah, 20 feet.
up to 1
Yeah.
minute.
Okay, Soot is going to putting word on that guy
Okay.
and patch him up a little bit and saying, "Oh no."
It's a coffee shop / infirmary.
Luckily the wound was not grievous, it just bled a lot, and you actually just speaking to the guy, you like wave your hand a bit, and the wound closes up. He says, I am indifferent. And then 10 seconds later, oh, that hurt. Oh.
Sorry.
Thank
Silly.
you.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know what came over. Gerald, I feel like I have this strange feeling that I may have lost my temper there. If you didn't do what you just did. Gerry, let's get out of here, see if we can find Gerald. Sure, Gerry. And they both get up and go. They leave some money on the table for the problem.
We serve a variety of beverages.
Finnan's just like
Is that
mentally logged all of this.
was Helga's intimidation a 5th star for us?
I hope so.
Maybe. It was.
Yay!
Yay!
You guys have successfully completed the skill challenge. Which means I get to do a couple of things now.
Oh no.
So as the evening begins to approach, people, kind of, a lot of people have spent a good couple of hours here. Some people came, some people went. Some people came just ordered
Don't
and like.
forget about Katrina's children.
Yes, that does happen. Actually, that does happen earlier in the day. I forgot to mention that a group of scrappy kids kind of like peek in the door after a bit, and like one of them, the oldest, it looks, kind of like walks in and says, "Hat lady said we could have chocolate."
Hat lady. Lady.
Katrina.
Oh, yeah. Hat lady? Oh, you know what? Not gonna judge. 5
Katrina has a hat, yeah.
5 cups of hot chocolate. And he served them up.
I said Helga just says thank you to the kids. Thank you for doing business with you.
Say, sure, lady. And they they walk out, and like you see them all just like their minds are fucking blown by hot chocolate out there. But
Yeah, these kids
But,
got paid and some hot chocolate, so like they're living it up.
hell yeah, they're having a good time. So that happens kind of earlier in the day, definitely before the fight. The as the building begins to kind of empty, there's only like a couple of people sitting at at like one of the tables, just kind of just chatting to each other. Gerg and Oran are now are standing at the bar, and you've all kind of like convened, and you're just kind of like just chatting, kind of like counting coin. If Katrina is feeling brave enough, she might have come out actually.
Yeah, she'll be at the bar. She's got her hood up and she's kind of like slumped over the bar with her hands out, and her hands are like super red from like the dish soap and everything.
Aw.
And she's just like, ah!
Finnan just baps her on the head with a rolled up menu. Told you not to work.
I did it anyway.
I can't expect to boss you around. You would literally throw me.
Excuse me, are you still open? We'll kind of turn to look, and there is a half elf, appears to be descended from sun elves, got like a very, very bright, just complexion in general, just all like pastels, basically.
Cutie.
And wearing what looks like simple like scholarly robes, but like in more like a traveler's kind of style, where like he's got like nice heavy good boots, but like he's like laden on both sides with like these large tomes that he has like just strapped over his shoulders, and he seems to have a lot of trouble carrying them, but he kind of like hobbles forward and says, I'm sorry, I heard word that your place was selling coffee, and I'm very fascinated by Southland coffee. Do you happen to have any freshly brewed?
Oh, absolutely. We're all listen. It looks like you're struggling a bit. Go ahead and set your load down. We'll make you a cup.
Oh, never! I would never put my tomes down. These are very important, but I'll gladly take a load off.
I mean, Helga's like, you can set them on table right next to you. That is an option.
That is an option, and I might take that. He has stopped like looking at anyone. He is staring directly at Soot. Excuse me, and he like shuffles around the bar to like get closer to Soot. Excuse me, a kind fellow. Do you speak trade tongue?
Nah.
He answers in
interesting.
no language.
I'm afraid I'm not fluent in Frostburnian.
That is answer in affirmative.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, and he sticks a very, very thin arm with like these big like spidery hands out and says, "Hello, my name is Bartholomew Haroon, theologist."
Bartholomew.
Hello. Welcome to the Mudcat Cafe.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just very, very interested in your manner of dress. You seem to be some sort of holy man, but it's very interesting. It's almost dwarvish in design. Could you perhaps are you of a particular religion of some sort?
So it does the hand motion and cross of the Brotherhood. Repeats. Ah, yes. The Brotherhood of Ash. Hail and well met.
Aw.
In his eyes, like he lights up like a Christmas tree. I don't know what that is. You have to tell me.
Oh, Soot found a willing audience.
I know, it's like gonna be so happy.
And he goes into his sermon mode in the middle of a coffee shop.
Finnan literally like the moment Soot starts that, Finnan literally shoves Soot out from behind the counter. If you're gonna go preach off the clock.
Nice. Nice. He like while you two are talking, so like the building's kind of quiet and like not too many. Nobody really like enters. Actually, the last few people kind of just finish up and leave, and it's just this one guy grilling Soot. Like he is asking Soot every possible question about his like about not just his religion, but like eventually he starts getting to like religious beliefs and starts like asking him almost like weirdly personal questions, and I don't know how far that would go before Soot got uncomfortable.
Not at all. Soot is into it. This is the first time anyone has been positive to his religion. He is just gung-ho. This is his new best friend.
Yeah, you both kind of reach like a lull, and he laughs. He says, this is wonderful. I love learning about new religions and some of the smaller startup. I don't want to say cults because that's not a very polite term, has a bit of a negative connotation. But
Cat just says head down. It's a cult.
Well, you might be right. Definitely seems like some sort of end of the world kind of thing. I hope you don't do any sacrifices, do you?
So like gives Cat a look and he like shakes his head no to Bartholomew.
It is all right if you perform certain sacrifices, just as long as you're not harming too many people. You know, brings down several laws up against you. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I heard that there was an interesting band of people in town, and I
Don't know him.
I am somewhat inclined to believe that this fine, interesting group of 6 might be that same group. Am I wrong?
Well, depends on what you've heard.
That a bunch of strangers came into town?
Don't strangers come through Little Log Vault all the time?
Yes, but not ones who come from such a diverse background as yourselves.
Now see,
Frostburn, Kanisha, I believe, from your complexion and perhaps your manner of speech, a flightless one.
Cat just raises her head and looks him dead in the eye and goes, "Duh."
He says, that is charming. Allow me to introduce you to, actually, I came into town with a bit of an interesting group myself. I'm wondering if they're still waiting outside.
you pointed out everybody but me. I am so goddamned offended.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there, sir.
Of course you fucking didn't. Finnan is playing it the fuck up at this point.
He genuinely did not notice you.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna go in back and count the money, prep the tax for when Kay's folk come back round.
Bart, are you still getting your coffee? You see a dwarven woman with just straight up resting bitch face, but absolutely jacked. Kind of like push the door open. She's wearing this strange like this armor that at first like you think like, is that black steel? But no, it's tree bark.
Nice.
And
just straight up wearing wooden armor.
have we seen dwarves in like Daggerall or anything like that?
You've met one.
Yeah,
Otto Otho's a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. He would actually, like, when she enters, he would say in Dwarvish, good afternoon. Can we get you anything?
Nothing for me, thank you. But I'm here to collect my husband. Bart, you are taking too long. Everyone is waiting.
Oh.
I'm sorry, dear. This little friend here is a part of a religious group that I've never heard of. But, well, I think if we just stay in, I think everyone deserves a cup of coffee. I think actually, bring everyone in. Come on. And he turns to all of you. Well, I'm not sure if you all have a group name, but I represent Spear.
we are the Society for Planar Exploration and Arcane Research, and it's actually everyone here is an expert in their field. There is myself, who is a geologist. My wife over there is a very accomplished elementologist, studies in not just the ancient dwarven religion of conflux, but specifically how the elements come together. Savior, come in. You're standing in the shadows. Savior. And you see this person in almost like, I don't want to say like cowboy attire, but like
Cowboy attire.
got like cowboy attire, fantasy cowboy attire, but like more belts.
So Kingdom
Just-
Hearts.
Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts cowboy. They have a wide-brimmed hat, and they kind of come in and they got it down. You can see like they've got like, you don't know how many they have, but they've got like a couple of bits of straw sticking out of their mouth. And Bartolomew says, this is Savior, who is a very accomplished demonologist that we met down in Port Blitzing on our way. And of course, there is the ever-present Freed, and you see a big dude, kind of like lighter brown skin, hair kind of like braided down towards the back, and wearing just covered in like wolf furs. And he kind of like walks in, and
It's the guy.
and he has this this really weirdly shaped like mace at his side, where the mace almost looks like a snarling, the actual head of the mace looks like a snarling like bear. And he kind of like steps in and kind of like nods to all of you, kind of like his eyes linger for a little bit longer on Helga. Helga, you are like, you feel like someone has stabbed you in the stomach because he looks exactly like Ashkar.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
So yes, they all kind of like file in. Most of them kind of sit down at a table nearby. Freed, like after like kind of looking at you for a moment, like almost kind of just recognizing that you're Frostburnian Helga, he has not like looked at you once since he has entered. He just seems to be like quietly contemplating something. Bart and Gindra are kind of like squabbling to each other, like quietly. Like Gindra is like admonishing him for like harassing Soot. He's like, well, he seemed to really like it. You know, it was just very fun to talk about his belief systems. It's like, were you questioning people's beliefs again? It's like, well, I mean, yes, but I mean that's the whole point of learning. Savior steps up, actually to kind of leans up against the bar on the corner and kind of like looks at Oran and Gerg and says, "Oi, are you perturbing declaration?"
Oh.
And Oran says, "Why, yes, we are. We are. We were just playing here, trying to help get more people in the building. And as far as I know, it actually kind of worked for us. We are on a bit of a traveling journey ourselves. I must ask, what brings you all into town?" To which Bart, off in the corner, gets like really excited. He says, "We are searching for a fallen star. It is spectacular, Bart."
Finnan hears that and just he actually drops a glass. I'm sorry, that was horribly clumsy of me. And he goes to clean it up, and I assume Katrina is still in the back.
No,
that's-
Kat's at the bar, and she kind of raises her head. What an incredible coincidence. So are we, actually.
I was hoping to, conceal our hand a little bit.
Savior,
And
like,
Kat looks him dead in the eye. I don't think that we're concealing much at this point. And she just gestures to her face.
She just. Fuck it. I'm gonna go back to counting money.
Savior says, "Well, good luck with that. You got yourself a nasty curse there, I see. Myself as well." I'm kind of like, squints at you, like Clint Eastwoody.
Not sure if it's a curse, but thanks.
I know the touch of a daemon when I see one.
Oh, great. Love it. Demon touched. That makes me feel very, very nice. And she's like...
Yeah, like, Soot gets kind of defensive at that. And, like,
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
My insight is... Modified 20.
Okay. Yeah, so both Katrina and Soot, Katrina especially, this person, self-proclaimed demonologist, thinks they know what they're talking about. They seem to be, like, giving them an up-down. Like, Katrina, you know this person is definitely an expert, at least fighter, potential arcane caster, you're not sure. But, like, they seem to think they know what they're talking about, at least.
So Kat kind of raises an eyebrow. So know anything about Canetian law, perchance?
Not really my beef. I study daemons, I kill daemons. That's all I need to know.
What a surprise. And she kind of just goes back to nursing a cup of coffee because I'm assuming her second level of exhaustion has returned. It's been far more than an hour.
Oh yeah, totally. It's come and go throughout the day. Savior turns back to Oran and Gerg. So I see those rings you got on. You're married then? You're perceptive. Yes. Yeah, it comes with the trade. Diamonds in disguise make little mistakes that you gotta watch for. That's how.
Mm-hmm.
How does that? How does that work, by the way? I'm sorry. You know, elf, Remy. One lives for centuries, one kicks it in 80 breachings. You have like a deal made. I don't think that's any of your fucking business now, is it? Yeah, just a curiosity, not trying to get you all huffy. Oh, Gerg, look. Someone's requesting a song outside. Oran shoves past Savior.
Actually, Oran, I think you might have misheard. I don't think anybody was requesting anything outside. And Finnan, like, moves towards the group now. Specifically towards Savior. And he just says, "Sir, I ask of you one thing right now. You don't talk to my employees that way. Am I understood?"
Good luck finding the star, mate. I don't think that people of your disposition are gonna do a good job. Kind of stalks out.
You know,
Wow.
you might have a better shot of it, but last I checked, last I heard, Star wasn't up your ass.
Ah!
I'm gonna actually roll for that. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. So you watch this Savior was like tried to do the one-liner and was like stalking out, not really listening, but when you said the up your ass thing, Savior stops. And like all of you feel the group over in the corner tense. And kind of like this inhalation of breath. And Savior puts out an arm to the side. And somewhat similarly to something you've seen before, and yet different, you see fire extend in a line up and down from his outstretched hand. But this fire
And
is like a... Yes?
Cat is going to immediately just draw it into her own hand.
It does not respond.
Huh.
It is a deep, almost like neon glowing red. That takes the shape of fire, but doesn't seem to actually be fire because it
Gotcha.
extends.
It's magic.
It extends in a line and then solidifies into a scythe, wickedly curved, like a Grim Reaper scythe.
Finn is literally just
Gotcha.
watching what he does the whole time.
Cat summons her sword.
Helga says, "Please take this outside."
Bartholomew says, Now, Savio, we don't really want to get in any trouble around here, at least not in the city, please." And Savior kind of like turns around, and you can only see one eye under the hood, and it is like you see the skin around the eye has like turned this very dark gray, and the eye is glowing red. And Savior says, "Let's not fuck around with people you don't know."
Cat's eyes flash gold, and she says, "Likewise, we don't want to get any more curses laid on us, do we?"
And Savior dispels the weapon and just walks out.
Okay, thank you. Please come again.
Bartholomew kind of like says, "Okay, well, this was wonderful. Nice to meet you, Mr. Soot. I believe it is time for us to go. Good luck on your endeavors." As he's like slowly backing out of the building with everyone else, just like everyone else is just leaving nonchalantly, not even looking at you, but he is like trying to just like goodbye.
Finnan has not stopped just staring out the door this whole time. He's just...
Someone needs to tell that guy to not ask such personal relationship questions.
Someone needs to ask that guy not to be a dick.
Yes, that too. That is part of this general dickishness.
Soot stares at them from the window, like sad.
Finnan immediately moves behind the bar, grabs a piece of charcoal and parchment, and sketches out those faces.
Okay.
Oh
My.
All
Okay.
of
I like
them.
this. I like where this is going. It is now coming towards maybe several hours before sundown. You guys are kind of like holding out for that last, maybe a last little rush, and you get it. A number of people must have like maybe a lot of dock workers got off of work or something, but like there's a lot of people in here, and you immediately dispel the thought of dock workers because there's so many full-blooded elves in here in nice clothes. It seems that word got to Greater Lugvault.
Finnan has been, like, pretty much since that other group showed up, he's been, like, somewhere between angry and, like, dour. When this rush shows up and it becomes clear that they're from Greater Lugvault, that you see the half-stout character, the thing that he like his front-facing customer service mask comes back stronger than it has since the first time you saw him in the flagon.
Oh yeah,
he is in full form.
Don't know whether to be relieved or concerned.
Cat slips back into the back.
Good stuff. So, as you all are just like, it is, get rid of that. As you all are just like so fucking slammed, Finnan, your attention is suddenly grabbed by the most gaudiest dressed elf in the fucking room, who is looking at you with this giant Cheshire cat grin and struts up to you and says, "Are you the proprietor of this establishment?"
Why, of course I am. What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Patrice Verdendusk. I am
a bit of a person in the Greater Lug Vault. I have heard quite a great many good things about this place all day, and I had to come by to see what it was like. So tell me, are you going to be hanging around here long, or is this something you're more interested in just doing for a little bit and then never coming back?
Well, Mr. Verdandusk, I'm glad you asked. I am actually attempting to make my way into Lugvault proper.
Well, that is a rather interesting prospect. I am somewhat inclined to maybe perhaps have a conversation with you about perhaps maybe getting some sort of location in our fair city of Lugvault, as I am his illustrious governor.
Ah,
And he does like this ridiculous bow, and like a bunch of people like kind of without even looking, I'm just gonna like step to the side to like make way and then step back into place.
my apologies then, Governor Verdandusk.
Cat, like, from the back, like, just deadpans. Wow, I think you're the highest ranking official we've ever met.
He is hamming it up, acting like he absolutely believes that you are just blessed to be in his presence. And
Of course.
he turns around as the door opens again, and he says, "My sweet daughter," and you just see a familiar figure just go, "Hey, Dad," as Kay steps forward.
And now Finnan just like is standing about as straight as he possibly can. Just oh,
And,
hello, Kay. Good to see you again.
Why are you talking like that? Hi, Dad. So I'm glad to see you here. These are this is the business owner I was talking to you about that I thought might provide a good economic advantage, at least to the city.
Oh dear, why are you just being so businesslike? Come on, we never talk.
I can't imagine
Dad,
why.
Dad, can we just please keep this professional for like 5 minutes?
Oh, if you insist.
Oh my lord!
You know,
Jesus Christ.
and he just turns to you, Finnan, and like pulls a bit of parchment rolled up out of his coat and hands it to you.
This is the address of my offices and also a written permission to cross the bridge. Feel free to come by during daylight hours.
Do my associates have permission as well?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Obviously, he did not consider that. He was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Excellent. Good. I will be glad to speak with you, Governor Verdandusk.
Excellent. Well,
And he takes and he just takes a coffee from someone nearby who does not fucking question it.
Wow.
He says, "Well,
I must be. Oh, God, delicious. I must be going.
Helga starts
I do
making
hope
that
to-
much more coffee.
Yeah,
they
Finnan,
like give you like a."
Finnan glances out of the corner of his eye, sees what Helga is doing, and just gives her a nod like, yes, please do that.
Same.
The person also gives Helga a look, just like, "Thank you."
Imagine
As
if
they like,
the governor of our state like just came into Starbucks and like took the coffee out of your hand.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Elves can get away with that shit, I guess.
this elf can at least. And with a bunch of flourishing and flummoxing, he leaves in a huff, in a hurry, in a dither, as it were. And Kay just watches him go, and as the door shuts behind him, the entire building just
As does Finnan.
Everyone unclenches their butthole.
Yeah, Finnan literally like sinks back against the bench behind the bar that he's standing on. Just
Oh, yeah.
Kat in the back, and no one could hear this. She just goes, and I thought my dad was crazy.
Kay just like sits down and is just like, can I just have a coffee, please?
Finn's already poured her a coffee, and one for himself.
We should start doing Irish coffee.
Yeah.
It's getting about that time of night. Kay says, "Yep, that's the people I know in Greater Lugvault for you getting your business."
I will do my best to keep to keep the need for the three of us to all interact at the same time to a minimum. I
try to keep that I try not to see him except for political stuff, which is also awful.
That's the opposite of what I do with my family.
It is just order after order after order, just people coming in, people like going. It is getting kind of crowded in here, and Gerg and Oran are kind of like playing up a storm. Their performance has not been as good for a bit, and they kind of like take a break for a bit. They haven't really talked to each other. You realize, and it actually gets to a point where Oran kind of like goes to the bathroom for a bit, and Gerg's like, all right. And this is the first time you all have seen him, heard him speak like at all since that happened with Savior. Says, I'm gonna play a little. I'm just gonna play a little song for y'all while we're waiting. And he begins to play, and you see his tattoos and his eyes kind of flash slightly, in the way that they do when he's about to sing. Because it is only through the nature of his magic that his voice actually can do that. And he says, and he begins to play, and it's just on drums, but he does this interesting thing, because he's just using one drum, and like just his hand has divided, so it's like two hands playing on it. And he's squeezing it in a way that like changes the pitch. So it's this very weirdly like melodic, just simple drum beat. And you see his eyes and tattoos kind of flash from under his shirt. And he begins to sing. Don't say goodbye. Don't shed a tear. Don't see me cry. Don't have a fear. I'll see thee tomorrow. I'll see thee tomorrow. I'll see thee tomorrow. If only in my dream. Don't say goodbye. Don't fall apart. Don't go and he doesn't actually finish that because Oran has walked into the room, taken his mandolin, and smashed it over Gerg's head.
What?
Absolutely demolishing the instrument.
What the?
Gerg.
I look immediately at Oran.
Oran is redder than Soot's sash right now. He like his eyes are like filled with angry tears, and he looks more furious than he did this morning. Gerg hasn't moved, like frozen in position, and just slowly turns his head and is like opens his mouth to speak, and Oren says, "Don't fucking say anything." And he walks out.
What the fuck, Dad?
What Father and father are fighting again.
This time it's
And-
worse.
That's where we're gonna end our episode.
That's normal? That doesn't seem normal.
So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are listening to this on iTunes, please be sure to leave us a review because it super duper helps us out. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, punch that like button, and absolutely eviscerate the bell. I still don't know what the bell does. Leave us a comment about your favorite part, predictions for the next episode. A lot happened in this episode, so give me your thoughts. I'm very interested. If you haven't noticed, we are now on a new YouTube channel, so definitely please spread the word about that. All that goody gumdrop stuff, and keep an eye out. We are currently working on a little mid-season couple of one-shots because the mid-season break is coming up. I won't tell you exactly how many episodes. You'll just have to wait and find out, but it'll be in a few episodes, so you'll see. Anyway, yeah, once again, go ahead and check out KP11 Studios. He's a fantastic creator. Go ahead and check him out. He's awesome. I love him. He's very handsome. That's all I got. Bye.